Hey, Akshay.
Yes. Yes, Faninder.
Hello.
Yes, Faninder. Can you hear me? Faninder, can you hear me? I'm audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay. So basically today topic name is static routing. Okay. Basically why we use routing. Okay, first we need to learn why we use routing. For example, if you are getting this kind of design, this one is router connected with this side switch connected with some of LAN user, and router this side also connected with switch connected with server 0 by 0, 0 by 1. Okay, now one more thing. Basically this side we are getting a network is 192.168.1.0/24 and 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, AMAC, BMAC, CMAC, and DMAC. Now, basically, one more thing. This side we assign 1.1 EMAC as a gateway. Now, this side we are using one more network 192.168.2.0/24, 2.10, 2.20, and this one is 2.1, and MAC address is F, G, and this one is H. Now, basically, one more thing. Can you please verify with this router, both the network directly connected or indirectly connected? Paninder, Abhishek, Kirti. In this topology, both network, this one and this one, directly connected with my router or indirectly connected? Verified here.
Directly, sir.
Both are directly connected. So in this case, we need to perform routing. Indirectly connected? No. Basically, router already installed this network information inside our routing table, and this information already installed inside routing table. No need to perform routing. But if I am saying one more diagram we are getting, for example, router 1 connected with a switch, connected with user 1, user 2, user 3, user 4, 0 by 0. And this side we are getting a router 2 connected with switch, server, and server 0 by 0, 0 by 1, 0 by 1. Now, basically I am saying this one is my Delhi branch. Clear? So Delhi branch LAN network we are using 192.168.1.0/24, 1.1 IP, AMAC, 1.2 BMAC, 1.3 CMAC, 1.4 DMAC, 1.5 EMAC. Clear? Now one more thing. Basically, this one is my Noida branch. Clear? So this side we are saying this one is Noida. LAN network 192.168.2.0/24. And this side 2.1 MAC address is F, 2.10, it's a G, 2.20, it's a H. Clear? Now one more thing. Basically, in between router 1 or router 2, I'm using a which one network? WAN network. So basically, this one is my network is 12.0.0.0 and /30. /30 means only how many IP required? How many IP required? Basically, we required only 2 IP address. Where is my file? Give me 1 second. Yeah, let's see. Where is my file? Hold on, hold on. Yeah, this one. Now. So basically in this diagram, 12 dot network and this one is 12.0.0.1. MAC address is I. 12.0.0.2. MAC address is J. Now, can you please verify Rebin Ibrahim? Sorry, Ibrahim or Faninder Abhishek Kirti. If 1.2 trying to communicate with 1.3, so communication is possible or not possible? Both are same network member or different network from 1.2 to 1.3. So both are same network, but if I am saying 1.2 user trying to communicate with 2.10 user, so communication is possible. Basically, this user forward data on switch, switch forward on router, and router verify any network available. So router verify from my side to this network. It's a directly connected or indirectly connected? Ibrahim, Faninder, Abhishek, Kirti. From router 1 to Noida branch LAN network, it's a directly connected or indirectly connected? Dear, any idea, anyone? From router 1 to this network, directly connected, indirectly. So we are getting
It's directly connected, but the gateway
indirectly.
IP, right?
From router 1, we are not getting any cable na for this network. That is the reason we are calling indirect. Okay, from router 2 to,
Why are you saying indirect here?
because from router 1, any cable available for Noida this network? Any direct cable available? No, we are not getting.
Okay.
That is the reason we
Okay.
are calling indirect. From router 2 to Delhi branch this network, directly or indirectly? It's a indirectly. So basically in router 1, by default routing table, how many networks is directly connected? How many network is directly connected on router 1 by default? Anyone? Verify router 1, how many network is directly connected? This network is directly connected from this interface. This network is directly connected from this interface. So one network is 12.0.0/30 with my 0/1, and one IP is 12.0.0.1/32 with 0/1, and one more network 192.168 1.0/24 with 0/0, and one more IP 192.168 1.1/32 with 0/0. So whenever 1.2 say I want to communicate, so layer 3 source IP is 1.2, destination is 2.10, and add layer 2. So layer 2, this device will add source MAC and destination MAC. Source MAC is B and destination MAC is A, gateway. And PC say I am generating some data. So this data receive on switch, switch read layer 2. On layer 2, destination is A, forward on switch to router. Router receive and router verify, first look up into routing table. Any route available for 2 dot network? Verify any route available? No. So basically directly connected route we can install automatically, but indirectly connected network routes we can install manually or automatically, okay, with the help of routing. Now, so same thing on router 2. If someone says, sir, on router 2 inside routing table, how many routes is directly connected, or we can say by default install? By default install inside the routing table. So we are getting a first network is 12.0.0.0/30 with 0/1. One network is from this network. We are getting an interface 12.0.0.12/32 with 0/1. One network is 192.168 2.0/24 with my 0/0. And from this network, router to having a IP is 2.1/32 on which one interface 0/0. Clear? Now. So basically communication is possible from this LAN user to this server side? No. So basically we need to perform routing. So which routing we are performing first? We perform first routing is static routing. Which one routing? Kirti, Abhishek, Ibrahim, Faninder. Which one routing dear we perform first? Static routing. So if someone asking, sir, what is the meaning of static routing? Static routing means manually configure the path. One more thing. In static routing, network engineer define destination network, destination subnet mask. And one more thing. In static routing, always define next hop IP to reach, or we can define exit interface to reach. So we are getting a how many option dear? 2 option. One more thing. Static routing AD value is by default how many? Paninder Ibrahim? 1. One more thing. The static routing root code is S. One more thing. The static routing root more prefer. One more thing. The static routing not support authentication, timer, and automatic convergence. One more thing. Static routing best part mechanism not available. So we are getting always metric is how many? How many metric we are getting, Faninder Ibrahim? Always 0. One more thing. Static routing load balancing and loop prevention mechanism not support. Clear? Paninder Ibrahim, Abhishek Kirti. This static routing is clear. Now one by one. So basically this one is my design last time. This one. In this design, a router one already available routing table. In routing table, we are getting a different type of route CLCL. One network is 12.0.0/30 with 0 by 0 connected. 12.0.0.1/32 with connected with 0 by 0. 192.168.1.0/24. Okay, give me 1 second to change the interface number. It's a 0 by 1. Now 0 by 1, 0 by 1, 0 by 0. 192.168.1.1/32 y 0 by 0. Now in router 1 routing table is clear. Now router 2 already having a routing table. So router 2 say my routing table C network is 12.0.0.0/30 with 0 by 1. From this network we are getting IP is 12.0.1/32 with 0 by 1. One more network 192.168.2.0/24 with 0 by 0. And from this network, we are getting IP is 2.1/32.0/0. Now, so basically this users know my gateway IP is 1.1, my gateway MAC is A. Okay, this server also know my gateway IP is 2.1, my gateway MAC is F. Clear? Now, one more thing. So basically in this design, we discuss static routing, a very simple method we discuss, very simple. Now, so basically how communication will done. So basically this PC1 say, I want to communicate with my server. So basically this PC will generate data. Inside data, this PC will add two information, layer 2 and layer 3. On layer 2, source MAC and destination MAC. On layer 3, source IP and destination IP. Now, so this PC will say source MAC is B, source IP is 1.2, destination is 2.10, but right now both are same network. No, it's a different. So destination is A. So basically this data receive on which one side first? Switch side. Switch verify layer 2 destination MAC is A. So switch verify A MAC learn on my this interface. So forward on router side. Router receive on this interface. Router verify first look up into which one table? Routing table. And router by default verify destination IP information. Destination IP is actually 192.168.2.10. So router will say any network available for 192.168.2. Verify on router 1 any route available. Paninder, Ibrahim, Abhishek, Kirti. Any route available? No. So in this case, router 1 never forward via this one interface. So router 1 on this interface drop this packet. So how communication will possible? Now network engineer go to router 1. Now network engineer go to router 1 and say IP route. IP means internet protocol and route means it's a path. It's a path for which one network we need to define first. Which one information? Which one information? Network information. And which one network? It's a destination. Then we need to define subnet mask. And which one subnet mask? We need to define destination. And then we can define which one information? Next hop IP. So basically now network engineer go to router 1 and say, I want to get path. So basically IP route for destination network. Which one network? From R1 is indirectly connected 12 dot or 192.168.2 dot. Which one is indirectly connected network? Ibrahim, Faninder, Abhishek, Kirti. Which one is indirectly connected? Faninder, Ibrahim, Abhishek, Kirti. Any idea? From router 1 to which one network? So basically this network is indirectly connected. So network is 192.168.2.0 and subnet mask is actual 255.255.0. Okay, if R1 want to reach, so which one router help to reach? R1 to R2. So basically R2 verify my WAN interface is 0/1 and this interface IP is 12.0.2. So next hop IP is 12.0.0.2. If you enter this command on router 1, so router 1 say, brother, I'm installing a route via S, that means statically for which network? 192.168.2.0/24. We can reachable via which one router? 12.0.2 route. Clear? Now. So basically last time we are receiving the packet on router 1, this interface, router verify first look up in routing table and route is available. But via which one router? 12.0.2. So basically in this case, router will forward the data traffic on router 2. But router 2 will do, router will receive the traffic. Router 1 say, I am sending on layer 2, source MAC is I and destination MAC is J. Layer 2 proxy will be fixed and layer 3, source is 1.2 and destination is 2.10. So router 1 forward on router 2 this traffic, router 2 verify again which one table here by default? router to verify destination information. Destination is 2.10 and router 2 will say 2.10. It's a directly connected. Verify. C means this 2 dot network is directly connected or indirectly. Faninder Ibrahim. 2 dot is
Directly connected.
So directly connected case, router to say I am forwarding same data on my server side. You can say lens side. Done. Now whenever router sends on layer 2, source MAC, destination MAC. On layer 3, source IP and destination IP. Now router 2 again will do proxy. So router 2 say source MAC is sending time, which one interface? 2.1. Which one MAC? F. And destination MAC is 2.10. Which one? G. Source MAC, source IP 1.2, destination is 2.10. So now server receive this traffic, server verify, gateway is 2.1, gateway MAC is F, and this packet forwarded by F on layer 2. Now receive. So this user successfully received this data. Now, so basically this user trying to send back. Can you hear me? Kirti, Abhishek. Now, so in this case, now router 1 say I already have a static route for 192.168.2.0/24 via 12.0.0.2 router. Now, router 2 server receive the data traffic. Now server 2 say I want to send back reply. So server 2 generate data. Inside data, server 2 say on layer 2. On layer 3, add some information. Now, on layer 2, source MAC, destination MAC. On layer 3, source IP and destination IP. Now, so basically router to forward now. Now server say I want to send back reply. So server is source, that means Z. Source IP is 2.10, destination is 1.2. Now both are same network or different network on layer 3. Verify. So both are same network or different network, Kirti, Abhishek? 2.10 and 1.2.
Different.
So if you
Different
communicate different networks, so always put on layer 2 your gateway MAC, destination is F. Now server receive and forward on switch. Switch verify, F connected on this side. And now routers to receive on 0/0 and first look up into which one table? Routing table. Now router verify 1 dot network is available in routing table. No. So on this interface, traffic will be dropped. Now how to forward on router 1? So basically in this scenario, now network engineer go to which one side? Router 2 side. And now network engineer say IP route. Route means path for which one network? Destination network, destination subnet mask, and which one IP we need to define there? Next hop IP. So basically from router 2 to router 1, this network is directly connected. No, it's indirectly. So basically destination network is 192.168.1.0. Subnet mask is always accurate. And next hop IP is 12.0.0. So router 2 trying to jump on router 1. So router 1 when interface is a next hop IP 12.0.1 and router 2 will maintain one more entry S 192.168.1.0/24 via 12.0.0.1 router. This traffic receive on router 1. Router 1 say okay, I am receiving your traffic, but whenever router 2 forward data, so on layer 2 source MAC, destination MAC, source IP, destination IP on layer 2. Now, so router 2 whenever forward via this interface to this interface. So source MAC is J, destination MAC is I, source IP is 2.10, destination is 1.2. Router 1 receives the traffic, router 1 check 1.2, any route available in destination in my routing table? Yes. This network is directly connected or indirectly connected? Abhishek, Kirti, Faninder, Ibrahim.
Directly connected to R1.
Directly connected. So router 1 say, brother, it's a directly connected route. Now router 1 forward on lens side. Whenever router 1 forward, so layer 2 add source MAC, destination MAC. Layer 3 source IP, destination IP. Now So source MAC is sender. So A MAC for this interface. Destination is 1.2 MAC. B. Source IP is 2.10. Destination is 1.2. This user will receive and accept, because last time source MAC is A and destination source MAC is B and destination MAC is A. So right now we are getting an actual reply from my gateway now. So communication will possible, but we need to define manually network information. We need to define manually network information on my routers, and we need to define next hop IP information. Clear? Parinder, Ibrahim. Now, one more thing.
Yes.
Basically, next hop IP is done. If someone says, sir, I want to run exit interface based static routing. So how can perform, and which type of difference in between next hop or static, next hop or exit interface? So it's a very simple in next hop or exit interface. Very simple. Give me 1 second to copy this diagram. Now, so basically, last time we done next hop IP. Next hop IP means a very simple. Whenever this user send any data traffic on router 2, any data traffic on R2, so router 2 never maintain ARP table for LAN user. Clear? But for which case only this one scenario? Next hop IP case this scenario will done. But if you are doing exit interface, if you are doing Faninder, which one case? Exit interface case. So what will be happen in exit interface? So now we learn exit interface based static routing. Now verify. So basically router 1 having any path for Noida branch? No. So router 1 don't have any network. So in this case, go to router 1 and network engineer say, I want to reach IP route destination network. We need to define. Then we need to define destination subnet mask, and then we define exit interface. Clear? Now, so basically network engineer define destination network is 192.168.2.0, subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Exit interface. Whenever router 1 forward the data traffic on R2, so which one is exit interface? 0 by 0 or 0 by 1? Any idea? Paninder, Ibrahim, Abhishek, Kirti.
0 by 1.
0 by 1. So router 1 say my exit interface is 0 by 1. And router 1 install this route static entry for 192.168 2.0 network /24. And router 1 say this one is my directly connected. Why we are getting a directly connected? Because we perform exit interface based routing. Clear? Now, router 2 also define the destination network path. So how to define router 2? Router 2 say IP route destination network, destination subnet mask, and exit number. Now, so basically whenever router 2 want to reach which one network? This network. So how to reach? Router 2 say I want to reach 192.168.1.0. Subnet mask is this one. And exit interface is whenever R2 trying to reach on Delhi side. So which one is exit interface? 0 by 0 or 0 by 1? Anyone know? Which one?
0 by 1.
0 by 1. So router 2 say my exit interface is 0 by 1. So router 2 also install static entry for 192.168.1.0/24, and it's a directly connected. Directly we are getting a which one option? It's a directly connected. So if we are getting a directly connected network, so what will be happen in my routing, in my network? So basically last time in next of IP interface based case, we are getting any ARP entry on router 2 for Delhi branch user. Faninder, Ibrahim, we are getting any entry for router 2 for a Delhi branch LAN user? ARP entry? No. So basically we are performing proxy on router 1. That is the reason. But now what will be happen if I am performing exit interface based routing? Which one, dear? Exit interface based routing. Now verify, give me 1 second. So router 1 say, brother, I already have a static route 192.168.2.0/24. It's my directly connected because we are performing exit interface. Router 2 say, I'm already having a static route for 192.168.1.0/24. It's my directly connected. Now, so basically in this case, whenever this user forward any traffic via R1 to R2, so router to maintain which one table, dear? ARP table. And inside ARP table, we are getting IP, MAC, interface number. We are getting a time. Now, how to get entries? It's a very simple entry, verify. Whenever PC1 sends, so source is B, but whenever forward via 0/1, so source is I. So IP is 1.2, MAC is I on interface. Which interface we learn this entry? On 0/1, and time start now. Whenever 1.3 is coming, so source is again 0/1, so that means IMAC 0/1, time start now. 1.4, IMAC 0/1, and time is 1. So can you please verify Ibrahim Faninder? All user from Delhi side, all user from server side on R2 also, R1 also same entry. So basically this all users same MAC using? Yes or no? This user using a same MAC or different MAC? Verify. This users using a same MAC. In this case, if someone go to 0/1 and disable which one concept? Proxy R. That case communication is possible? No, because router 1 never do proxy on layer 2 this source MAC. Clear? So basically in exit interface base, we are getting issue is we are getting all user entry with my same MAC or different MAC? Ibrahim Faninder, same MAC.
Same MAC.
Now one more thing.
How on question? In which case are we going to disable the proxy MAC?
Huh?
In what kind of situation the proxy MAC could be disabled?
We are getting a multiple user with same MAC, so it's a very big issue. If someone want to troubleshoot from R2, which type of traffic is coming from users, so how to verify? We can verify with the help of port number protocol, but how to verify which user MAC is using this service? So it's a very difficult because MAC is always same. In which one case? Exit interface case. Clear? Now, one more. Now we learn floating static routing. So floating static routing is very simple. For example, router 1 getting a one more interface. It says 0/2, 0/2. And this side we are using 112.0.0/30. This one is 112.1 and this one is 112.2. So basically if R1 LAN user want to reach on R2 side, so how many paths available to reach? How many paths? 2 paths available to reach. So basically, in this case, how communication will be possible? If someone go to R1 side and say, I want to reach 192.168.2.0 and 255.255.255.0, we are running a static route command IP route. And next hop is which one? 12.0.0.2 and 112.0.0.2. So both route install as a static 192.168. Hold down. 168. Can you hear me? Ibrahim Faninder. 2.0/24, but we can reach via 12.0 to 112.0.0.2. Why? Because this route AD value is 1. AD value is how many? Ibrahim Faninder Abhishek. Can you hear me? Hello. AD value is 1 and metric is how many, dear?
Yes, yes.
Metric is 0 because we are not getting a best path. So after this network information, we are getting AD value 1 and /0. So via both route, we are getting a same AD value. So that means both route act as a which one path, dear? Which one path? Best path. But in a floating static routing means we are making a one path is primary, other path is secondary. So how to make a primary secondary? It's a very simple again. Now verify. So this one is your topology. Now, whenever network engineer go to router 1 and say IP route, I want to reach 192.168.2.0 and 255.255.255.0, and now 12.0002 112.0002 because two next up now. So now I am saying this one is AD value is by default 1, but manually we said this path AD value is how many, dear? 2. So router 1 verify which one having a lowest AD value via 12.network via 112.network. Which one? Ibrahim Faninder, Abhishek Kirti. So we are getting 192.168.2.0/24 via AD value 1, metric is 0, and best path is via 12.0.0.2. Same case
Sorry,
on
what is AD here?
by default via 12.2 AD is 1, but via
No, AD expansion, please. Sorry.
112.0.2 AD value is we said 2. Yes.
Expansion of AD.
AD, why we are using 1 or 2? Basically, lowest AD will make a best path, that means primary, and higher will make a backup
No,
path.
I'm asking the expansion of AD.
Which one?
AD, matlab.
AD means it administrative distance. How many
Okay,
far away
administrative.
from R1?
Okay,
So
okay, fine. I just wanted expansion. Okay.
Yeah, basically R1 say how many far away from me. So basically, if I'm define IP route command, that means by default AD value is 1. So that means only one hop away from me. So basically R1 say my both route AD value is 1 and 1. So both route act as a best path, but we forcefully configure via 12.0.0 AD value is by default 1. So it's a primary path, but via 112.0.0.2 we said AD value is how many, dear? 2. So that means it's my backup path. From R2 we are also set. R2 say IP route 192.168.1.0 255.255.255.0 and say 12.0.0.1 112.0.0.1. So via 1 we are set 1 AD value, and via this one 2 AD value. So R2 says static route 192.168 1.0/24 and 12.0.0.1. AD value is 1, metric is 0 because we are not getting a best path mechanism. So AD value is 1 and metric is always 0. So whenever traffic will go to R1 to this network, so best path is 12 dot. But if 12 dot network goes down, so automatically router install which one route, dear? Which one route? Abhishek Kirti Faninder, 112 dot route, because it's a second best path to reach 192.168.2 dot network. Clear? Abhishek Faninder Kirti Ibrahim. This thing is clear? Any doubt? Hello? This thing is clear? Okay. Just go through this.
Yeah.
We do next session for lab, static routing and packet flow. Which one lab we do next session? Static routing and packet flow. And we discuss IPSLA and track concept also. In real time, we are using IPSLA or track also. Clear? Paninder, Ibrahim, Abhishek, Kirti, it's clear? Hello?